Good morning. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video, a morning edition. I'm on the way to Parents Weekend at FSU, and I wanted to get this out early of showing what I'm looking at for next week and to just sort of demonstrate what we have on our site. So the ESs today up a little, up 4. They should be up. Always go on what the market's keen off of. And what the market's been keen off of yesterday was Deutsche Bank falling apart. Deutsche Bank has made back everything from yesterday. The ESs are still relatively weak. The one reason the ESs are weak, quarterly expiration. Notice the quarterlies in here, and notice the open interest at 21.50. This is a magnet to that level. On Simpler Stocks Premium this morning on the chat, we were going over where the SPX usually goes every third month on quarterly, and you'll see that it usually goes between 21.50 right to the strike to about 21.59. So that's what I'm watching very carefully in there. That's why it was 21.64. It looked like a good short in my opinion. But like I said, Deutsche Bank has been really holding up everything, and we'll see how long that lasts in here. This is how the market's shaping up this morning. Right now, the Russell underperforming, only up, down 10 cents. NASDAQ only up 525, ES up 375. Obviously, this can change by the close. Dow Jones Industrials finally gaining some traction, up 55. Now that Deutsche Bank is up, the bonds are selling off. They're going right back to where they were yesterday. It was a flight to quality into bonds, as everybody was worried about Deutsche Bank. Transport's up 35, having a relatively good day. We've actually showed things like Delta that are actually acting better on a chart. Gold down all of 90 cents. Dollar basically unchanged. Advanced decline up about 840. Nothing to really write home about yet. The VIX down a bit. Believe it or not, the VIX isn't down very much considering that Deutsche Bank is back up. So very interesting in there, and that's what we're going to be watching the rest of the day. To show you in here what I'm looking at with the overall market. Number one in here is this is what I'm going to be watching next week, that wedge in there. I'm not saying that we're going down whatsoever because right now the NASDAQ has been leading. And every time the NASDAQ's been leading like this, unless this falls apart, a lot of people think the Dow Jones Industrials, the transports, the ESs are going to follow the NASDAQ up. That's the good news. Here's the bad news in here. If the NASDAQ or the ESs on a 195 do this and sit in this level, I hope everybody can see that pattern right there. That doesn't mean we're going down. I've seen a lot of times at this time of year where this thing becomes a head and shoulders consolidation. All I'm saying in here from a warning point of view is I look at this right here. And I look at that if we break this, then we're going to break that whole thing right here. And that's what I'm watching. Like I said, it doesn't look to me like it's going to be today. I'm looking at more of this as an idea for next week. So just so you know, we still have the $7 30-day trial for now. We're not going to have it forever. That includes your stock trades and chart ideas. I try to post some interesting ideas every morning. Yesterday, I published 50 different stocks that could be possible longs. The index and futures charts, a lot of those have been spot on there, and unusual option activity. I point out when not every trade, because there's no way to initiate on that. I try to show the ones that'll work. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. Don't forget, your subscription also includes the premium videos, much more in depth, and the chat room where I'm on from 9 to 10 every morning. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you first thing on Monday morning.